Stephanie Haave here, real estate agent to the stars, or to first-time homebuyers or second-time homebuyers who are looking to trade up out of their current home and move on and up to their next bigger, better home using the equity that they've built on their first investment. So today, what I wanted to talk to you about was the first step in the home buying process. So basically, once you've decided, I am ready to get out of my current living situation, whether it is that first home you bought, second home you bought, or a rental property that you're living in, the next main step is to meet with the lender or meet with your bank to set up your budget. So important in the home buying process. And for a lot of buyers, it's the top criteria for purchasing a home. Can you afford it? Basically. So when meeting with your lender, basically they're going to ask you for your income. So you can either prove your income with the last 2 years of tax returns and your W-2s, or if you're self-employed and you do have tax returns that are sufficient, you can use those, or they can even look at 12 months of bank statements. So they can look at the income that you're generating off of your bank accounts to help qualify you and set up that budget. They're going to look at your income, they're going to look at your credit score, and credit score in regards to that, don't be so worried. I mean, you can qualify for a loan with a 620 credit score. So keep that in mind. If that was an issue for you, you may still be able to qualify as long as you don't have anything on your credit report that is an unpaid or charge off on that account. And the next thing that they're going to look at is your down payment. Are you going to be using money that you've saved up for this purchase, or are you going to be using the equity that you've built in the home and that you're going to sell to put as your down payment? Whatever that amount is, that'll be factored into calculating what your budget for the home purchase should be. Now, the reasons you should have this right away is so that you're not wasting time shopping for homes that are either too low price, which may discourage you because you'll say, hey, this I'm not really finding what I'm looking for in this price range. And maybe you say, oh, I'll just stick with what I have, when actually you can actually afford something a little bit better and get what you want. Or if you set your budget in your mind and it's too high, and then you're falling in love with those properties and it becomes unaffordable for you, you may have wasted a lot of time searching in the wrong price range. So it'll really target and focus in your search because you've spoken to someone, they've seen the numbers, they've seen the documents, they've run the scenarios, and this is actually in your affordability range. The next reason that it is so important to get that pre-approval is that when you're doing all this searching, you have that key piece of your tool that will help you to be ready to get that offer accepted on the house that you want because you're equipped with that pre-approval letter. This is submitted with every offer on a home. So once you're around touring properties, if you say, this is the one I want, you have the letter, you can go ahead and submit it and be the one that gets it. But if you're not prepared, you're going to waste precious time submitting your documents, talking to the lender, going back and forth, which may result in losing the opportunity to purchase the home that you really want. So you need to be prepared. With the market as it is, with such low inventory and so many buyers out there, you want to be equipped to be able to say, hey, this is going to be my house and I'm ready to get it. Now, one of the reasons people are really worried about getting their pre-approval letter or saying, hey, I want to wait until I find the house, is because they think it affects their credit score negatively. And they're like, hey, I don't know if I want to buy it right now, so I don't want to run my credit multiple times. Well, yes, understood. But this pre-approval letter lasts for 90 days. So whether you buy the house now or you get something in 3 months, you're still good with this same letter. Now, if let's say it is longer than the 3 months where you get to buy the house, running your credit for the same reason is not going to cause you to disqualify for getting the loan. The lender knows, hey, the credit was run for this reason, to buy a house, and it was run again to buy the house again. They're not going to penalize you for that. And if you're really worried, what you can do is ask your lender, hey, My time frame is like 6 months to a year. I do want to know my budget, but can you do a soft pull? And they can do that. They can look at 2 of your 3 credit scores to give you a pretty good estimate of where you'll be and what your budget should be using those 2 numbers and not affect your credit score at all. So if you've decided, hey, I need a new house, call up your lender, schedule an appointment to submit the documents needed, and get that pre-approval letter. If you have any questions about this process or who to call or who to contact, feel free to reach out to me via email, phone call, text message, and I'll be more than happy to guide you in that direction. Happy house hunting!